is not in heaven. They call it ulum. A long time was existed. But yes, the abjad, yes, the abjad things. So the abjad things, if you use it, it gives you some senses. Like for example, think about Surah Al-Araf, the chapter number 7. Surah Al-Araf. So the chapter of Araf, it's basically, it has a links with the numbers as well. Yes, Surah Al-Araf. It has connection with Hud. It has connection with Hud. Surah Al-Araf.
Don't know, Abraham?
So when you go to chapter number 7, it talks about Hud a lot. Sorry, the chapter is number 11. Chapter Yusuf is 12. And Yusuf, he said 11 kawkab, and he is number 1, the number 12. The chapters of Yusuf is 12.
And
guess what?
Yes. Yeah.
And the chapter Araf, the number of chapter Araf, it's equal 76. That's the number, 76. And what's his name? And Hud, it's 76 as well. And if you go to Hud number 11, and the chapter of Hud is number 11. So Hud, it has three letters. It has H, like Ha, it has Wa, and it has Dal. So the letters given to Ha, it's 6.
Okay, so I don't even see anybody watching me, and I see you watching me. You're about 10, 15, 20 seconds behind me. No, something's wrong here. How come? Oh, you're right. That's your TikTok, right? That's my picture behind me. Okay, you're way, way, way behind me. This is very funny. You are so far behind me. One. Okay, my hand is up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
Just a little bit, I think it's not clear.
25 seconds behind.
Make that work, to be fair. I think he's just got a 24-hour ban, I think.
Yes.
So he's gone on to...
Yes. Yes. Hi, Gareth. I see you on here. Hi. So, yes. And it's 25 seconds behind on the other one.
But we're stuck on a bit of a...
Yeah, I just got banned off of TikTok for showing a naked dice cube. So I'm not sure who's still on TikTok, and I can't listen to both stations at the same time. And what's very difficult is nobody on this channel can actually say anything other than send me messages, which thank God tonight it's working. I wasn't really coming on. I've been much on TikTok lately. My other PC is down, so when I get it back, I'm going to start doing a few more lives on YouTube. And, you know, there's a big thing about TikTok is the colors are way nicer in my apartment on TikTok, unless it's the iPad, right? So I don't know what it is, but there's something that like, oof. Oh, God. I think one of my TikTok. Oh, God. Not nice to talk about the clock. Oh my God. Just give me a second. Whoa. Wow. Okay, what are they saying here? Sarah Annie. I hate flies. I'm sorry. I dislike flies.
All right. What's that your ticker?
So, good evening. How are you doing? The first time watching. Have a great weekend. Blessings. Okay, so I'm really not sure what I was going to do on this video, but right now I wanted to start with number, I don't even know. I mean, I don't know who's here for the first time. My name Gareth, you know. I do what is, I've been studying dots and dashes and games for the last 20 years.
To ask him at one point.
Okay, and I'm going to be watching the comments, so I'm going to try and not fall behind. First, let me tell you what is going on. And I see it. I see where it is. Right there. You see it? It's right there. There's a culprit. How do we get it? There possibly can be 8 billion people looking at that fly. Right now, there's 6 of us. Cat, I'm buying you the food still. Come on, a little work. Oh, God. Okay. So you know that when we say cat, in French it would be chat, but an English person can be saying it as chat, and that would be like a conversation. I've been studying the alphabet, dots and dashes in games. I had no idea what I was actually doing for many, many, many years, and then I noticed that everything I am studying or observing is relative and has a great consistency to oppositions and fairness, equality. And then I said, what can we do so that we all, something that can bring us all together? And I said, well, the alphabet is 26 letters. I'm going to walk into a school and ask the teacher if we can check out what all the students, if everybody's heard of all these 26 letters before. And they said, sure we did. I know it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Hey, Big Bird, you're 2 B's in your name. I know you're C and M. I am Cookie Monster. So I was really, really sure that YTV, you know, for the youngsters was putting out this thing called the alphabet. And many people went to school and they read books and they put periods at the end of sentences, brackets and commas. And through my understanding of the basic function, I too began to understand of what the math, the numbers had to do with the association of letters. Letters are made up, are created, are characters, and it's joined lines in area space. When I first went to school, the first time I designed, they said make a stick man. I said, what if I want a stick woman? Okay, so anyways, I was growing up, must have been the teenage years. You know, hey, Franz Arelli's coming in, you know, I'm like Richie, like I'm in the, like at the bottom of the table. So anyways, where was I? Fool around so much, I tend to lose my space. Yes, so there's area space. I started to understand the manipulation of area space. And the only area space I was working with were these squares over here. What I can do when I created a star, what I can do when I created geometric shapes, how many spaces and what was happening, and what actual angles are we really working with in this world. And one of them was if you're going to cut something in this, you're going to cut either on the line or corner to corner, which told me it's either a 45, a 90, or a 180, and the 120 comes in for the representation of angle. So I really like that one. I needed some angle. 3 times 120 for 360, 4 times 90 for 360. I need to match up the matrix in order to have transformation. On this cube, 3 and 4 is the major hub corridor. What is, for myself, hard to digest is that there's only one number between 3 and 4. That means if it was shared, it would be half-half. It would meet at 3.5. Also, within this world that I live, in the game that I play, it's one area between two. Maybe if I turn it this way, it's one area between two. So when you look at this, you can see there's an area space that's white. If I turn it this way, there is no white here, but there's white here. So you can see, if you deduct with your own rational thinking, that there's going to be all 4 corners. So there, if the white can be in the corners, why can't there be anything above and below, side to side from the center area space? I like to call this the fox corners from the heart. When you run on the 45 degrees, the word fox, F-O-X, F6, O15, X24 equals to 45. I call it Fox 45, where it's 9 by 5 equals to 45, and the average, okay, of this is 5. What's ironic about this, okay, is on these cubes that the 6 and 3 9 is the invert of the 4 and 1 5. The invert of what is the 5 and 4 9 is the 3 and 2 5. What's really funny about this is that when you look in the deck of cards, the 5 goes right inside the 9, and there's no cards left. There's no more 5 left over. Whatever I speak is referenced, and it's everywhere. I'm going to tell you where it is. I'm going to give you an answer for everything. One of my friends says, I usually step away from answering when I'm not sure or I make something up. Yes, I do make things up, but what I make up is a missing part for this piece of the puzzle. There's 2 moons of Mars. There's 1 moon of Earth. How should I look at what the sun is? You see, no matter how much you split up the sun, you're still going to get the same power from it. Now, if there's anything added to that, that's something different. It's the same. I wanted to just add in what it works, what hot and cold does, what red and blue does. You know what red and blue does? It creates an energy. I saw it in the shower the other day. On the left side was a red, on the right side was a blue. I turned them on. And it said in the book, I looked it up in the book, if you put a lot of red and a lot of blue and a lot of hot and a lot of cold and they clash, what happens? It becomes warm, and red and blue becomes purple. Now we have purple rain, thunder, and lightning. Why do they always color the lightning yellow? You do know yellow is number 92. 29 is the beginning of the new cycle. On the 28th day, it was the end of the primary period cycle, the end of a sentence. We move on to the next sentence. 9 and 2 is 11, where 2 and 8 ends the cycle at 10. 1 and 9, 10, 2 and 8, 10, 3 and 7, 10, 4 and 6, 10. That's 40. Blue is 40. The motherboard is never separated. Always save blue. Even in the horse racing, when you start with 1 between 2, in the horse racing, the 2 is blue and the 3 is white. When you go to this harness and thoroughbred, it's the reverse, where the 2 is white and the 3 is blue, showing this exact reality of what's going on between 1 and 2. The 1 between 2 and 3, the 1 is the red. They say the red is the fire, it is the spirit that comes within the birth, and that 1 red will enter into what is 3 white inside, or what is 3 blue, equaling to that purple. I'm not sure who understands what I'm saying. I do, but I'm not sure if you can follow that story, and I've said it before, so I can repeat it again. So no one has said anything. How's everybody doing tonight? Just give me a second. So I was talking about like number, what is the difference in numbers? What do I do? So I've learned over 20 years of studying patterns, of understanding angles, that once you break the angle of 45, you are now inside an area space in which you have maximized, you have shrunk, you have made another area space with inside your own. That's the way it works out in the artwork. What is the difference between rectangular and what is the difference between rectangular and square? The first cube is square within itself. Now, I didn't say I'm going to create a circle right now. I'm not going to be doing that. I can take one area space, a cube, and split it in half once without, okay, the second time, if I was to split it in half a second time, I would have to draw a line through the already split cube. So this would not be possible, because once the fractal is split up and they come apart, there's no way to, how can I say this? There's no way to equally pull it back together. So for that, with that said, there has to be a mechanism that you cut split marked before you split it apart for that marking. And then again, what will happen to the center? You will create a smaller point. Once you create it in half, there's no point. But the minute you cut the half in half again, now you start to have a point, a sharp corner on that split. I don't know why I talked about that. I was looking for the number 9. Just want to show you things that I found. Hello, Philip Diaz. How are you tonight? Do you know what I do? Can you see this? Can you see the apartment over here? I've got a whole bunch of what looks like bricks on the wall. I've got some math problems on the floor. So I'm usually all over the place. I gotta be corralled in. You know what? Before I get into anything I've been studying the alphabet algorithms, the cycles of the moons, and just very, very basic. So if you have a question, something maybe about the Mayan Sanskrit, their Toltec calendar, or the Hab 260 day, is there something relevant about number 7 or number 13? So what is it? Let me see. Let me even ask this over here. I'm going to ask over here. No, not here. Hold on a second. What do the Aztec, Mayan, Sumerian think about number 7? So the number 7 holds significant meaning across the Aztec, Mayan, Sumerian cultures. La 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 la. Okay, let me see this. Okay, it actually says it here. I mean, I knew I wasn't the first one to find this. Okay, it's a little upsetting to me. Okay, but I don't know if anybody else has noticed it, but we're gonna take a check. Yeah, I think it is. I think somebody knew already. Yeah, okay. I'm no seven seas, seven bowls, seven wonders. Is it easy? Yes. Okay, yes, it's here. Okay, it's not me. It's been here all along. When did they come up with this? I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna show you where it is. Makes me a little funny, but wow. Wow. Wow, they're even showing this in the check this out. Wow. How long has this been going on? Wow, wow, wow. I never saw, you see, since I've been putting this out, I never saw this before. It doesn't have a date on it. Wow, binary 111 turn 21 11 7 7. Wow, wow. They already know ones and sevens, fourth prime. They already knew. Wow. Oh yeah, I'm definitely okay. I have to go look at this tomorrow, but I'm gonna turn around this camera and show you this. So here's the dominoes. You see, the thing is, nothing goes past 6 in binary. Here's 1/18. I want to know why they broke it up this way. Is that the different combinations that are in here? One, 1 5 2 5 2 6 1 4 1 1 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 5. Okay, I've done this before. Wow, they're doing the exact same thing with the cube. That is amazing. Wow. Wow. And nobody talks about it. And I've seen this for, and look at that 1 6. Look at that. So the 3 4 is the corridor. Let's figure where this corridor is. 3 3. Okay. 3 3 is here. Where is 4 4? 3 3. Oh my God. No way. I have to understand because 3 3 reverses 4 4 in a cube. Okay. See, 3 2 will reverse 4 5. So, okay, let me explain this. Let me reverse this around. Let me show you. Let me show you this. This is amazing. I can't believe somebody's already done this. I just can't believe it. No matter what you divide by 7 to the single decimal, it will always equal the repeating number of 142,857. It will never include a mutable sign. It will always include a cardinal and fixed sign. It will not include 3, 6, or 9. 3, what is the difference between 3, 6, and 9? 9 repeats. Okay? 6 and 3, their rotation of 3. It becomes 3, 6, 9, 3. 6, 12, 18, 24, 6. The fourth one repeats. The same thing we're running our number system with. 1, 2, 3, come back to 1 again. 4, 5, 6, come back to 1 again. You know what I'm saying? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we have 5, 7, 9. And then we have 7, 8, 9. And then we have 12, 15, and 18. Okay, that's good. I'm just looking at what I just wrote out. So you know what it shows me in here? Wow, wow. The female is running the house. The female isn't the first one. The second one is the moon. The moon is right here and right here. Oh, and right here. I don't know which way this is going to come off. Yeah, I knew it wouldn't come off the way I wanted it to. The moon is 5775. It's electric company, 5775. Where do I get this from? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But when I finished my first loop, okay, I ended up over here, 5, 7, 9. So I started over again, and then I had 12, 15, and 18. So it's the same thing as just doing 1, 4, 7, 12, 2, 5, 8, 15, 3, 6, 9, 18. Same thing. This, any number you divide by 7 after the decimal will only be this. And when it comes to number 13, we're going to look it up after, but I'm going to show you there is a few other numbers that do this. And I don't know if it says it, but the total of all these numbers will be 27. And I want to repeat this. When cycling back to 1 equals to 28. I don't understand that. The number is right. We need 28 days to run the cycle. One of the reasons we need 28 days to run the cycle is it's 4 by 7 equals to 28, where it's 3 by 7 equals to 21. Why 3 by 7? 21 dots. Also 21 dots. And in this one, the corridor between 4 by 7 and 3 by 7 is there's an air sign. 3, 7 are air signs. 4, 7 is a water sign with an air sign. There 3 and 4 are the corridor between Mars and Earth. 2 moons for Mars, 1 moon for Earth. So I'm going to turn this around, and I have a little fly here, so we're going to keep this night short. So here's what it is: 142857, and then it's 285714. So, and when you do it the other way, right? It becomes 7 divided by 2 is 3.5, 2.3, 175, 1.4. Very big, important number. 1 and 4 equals to 5 in itself. It is n. I think it's 80%. Let me just try. 140% of 5 equals to 7. I have to figure that out. 4 times 1.75 equals to 7. This one is wrong. Oh, and they left a mark on it too. This one is wrong. They left a mark on it also. So you can see all the answers that 8 and 9 repeat. So when we have the 9 birth, okay, look what happens to us. When we have the 9 birth, 1.28, we come all the way down to here. So what is that 2 and 7, right? Look at 7. You are 1, and then you are 2/8. Because you're coming with the 1 moon into this world, right? It's not the Mars moon. You're born with the MON monthly moon, not with the OOON moon of Mars. I'm a little tired tonight, so I think I'm going to cut it short. A little thirsty. I think I'm going to go out and get something. Much appreciated. If you like to look over my videos and come join me in basically 24 hours from now, because I've been banned from YouTube for showing a white dice and a red dice together, and it came out sexual conduct. So that's okay. I want to open up my own channel. I want to open up something to put together so we can all, I believe, for those who want to understand the concept of that I'm building, of everything that exists already. All I'm doing is processing what exists. If Einstein went to university, I want to know the name of the university. Why? Because inside the name of the university this gentleman arrived at is part of the answer to a story, to a question I have yet to ask, or somebody has yet to ask in my presence. This is the way I do my work. This is the way I've been learning over the last 20 years. Only together. Are we looking for a mystery? Are we looking to solve a puzzle? I do know one thing, and I know there are others. We all know there's something wrong with the system. That's all you have to know. That's all you have to know. There's something wrong with the system, and if it's in the Word, it seems like, and not only that, the system is so perfect. It's showing us it wants to be found. You know, it's almost like this. It's like unbelievable that I myself, what I see I've done, I'm impressed. And I don't want to hold that back. I'm going to tell you, I am impressed with myself on many occasions. I'm not too impressed with myself for other realities in my life, but I am definitely impressed with that. I'm also noted that I think that each and every one of us deserves to be treated in more or less the midst of equality of what you can understand, the basics. You know, you don't have to open the door, but you don't have to slam the door in anybody's face. You don't have to argue for no reason at all and just be humble and move on. You're not always on the right channel. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody just had a bad day. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Move on. But sometimes you can speak your piece. So we're going to end it at this. If anybody's got any questions, do not hesitate. Peace and love. And definitely, yeah, any support on any day of the year is more than graciously welcome. Thank you for watching this video.